Bottas ahead of Hamilton. Vettel ahead of...
You're telling me Daniel Ricciardo on his home course lost his front wing 5 seconds into the race? What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with a new video, and today we're going to take a look at the last Australian Grand Prix that took place. This will be our first time taking a look at the Australian Grand Prix. I believe the course has changed as well, so I was going to put this video out before we did any circuit guide. Let me know what changes have been going on in Australia. Obviously with COVID, I think 2020 and 2021 were not going to happen. The races in general just weren't going to happen in Australia. Australia was one of the biggest nations for lockdowns, and it kind of worked out for them, didn't it? So we're gonna take a look at the Melbourne circuit. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this down in the comments below. It's going to be a fun week for F1 drivers in general, and I think a fun week for F1. So let's get into the video. As well, guys, you can find the original video down in the description below. Let me know your favorite Australian Grand Prix, or like fun facts or things that you guys like about Australia that are maybe different about any other race. But yeah, let's get into it.
It's lights out and away we go. Bottas gets away well. He's alongside
Lewis Hamilton in the lead.
Good progress, and they're back. Is Daniel Ricciardo losing his front wing going into turn one. Bottas ahead of Hamilton. Vettel ahead of...
You're telling me Daniel Ricciardo on his home course lost his front wing 5 seconds into the race? GG's, F's in the chat. F's in the chat, guys. Oh my god.
Verstappen going around the outside. There's carnage in the midfield as the two Ferraris are separated by Max Verstappen in the middle. Behind them comes Romain Grosjean. Behind his teammate Kevin Magnussen. Hulkenberg started well. Daniel Ricciardo has had an absolute shocker in his home Grand Prix.
Yeah, that hurts. That's gonna hurt.
At his start,
we didn't even lose it.
As he tries to make a move past Perez, gets onto the grass, and that I think is where he lost his front wing. It just got a bit too.
When did he drive for Red Bull?
Well to keep out of everyone's way.
Oh, this must be him after leaving Red Bull.
Road is. The grass is quite high. Yeah, he's very unlucky with that because he's barely off the road, is he?
A puff of smoke there from Carlos Sainz going through turn 13, and I think there's a fire at the back of Carlos Sainz's McLaren. He's pulling into the pit lane. There are flames, and there's a bit more smoke, and this is the first retirement of the Australian Grand Prix.
Yeah, get out of the car, get out of the car.
McLaren. It's a warm day, but that McLaren and the Renault engine overheating. Romain Grosjean makes his pit stop, and they're all pitting, Martin, a little earlier than the teams have predicted.
Something slow here, isn't it? Something terribly slow on this pit stop. Left front won't go on. Not another pit stop drama for Haas in Australia.
The Haas team might be one of the most unlucky that I've ever witnessed in my life. Like in any sporting event, like any team, I feel like after watching, especially after finally starting Drive to Survive, we went through the first 3 episodes. Gunther is a guy, you know. He actually makes me like the Haas team. And then I didn't know it was also an American team, so that was really cool. But also, legitimately, anything that could go wrong for them seems to go wrong for them. And I feel awful about it, but it's so true. It is absolutely so true. Everything that could go wrong does go wrong.
And on board with Grosjean as
he's gonna crash, isn't he?
Down the
Norris
inside is Lando Norris. That time around, Giovinazzi couldn't keep the line that he wanted, and Lando Norris, about 5 laps too late, I'm sure, for his own liking, has finally got past the Alpha.
Oh, it was just an onboard for
Grosjean
Grosjean.
down the inside into turn 13, manages to get past
Grosjean,
the
I see you.
Italian in the Alpha. Oh, look, here he comes. He's getting closer. Max Verstappen and Sebastian Vettel. Oh, he almost was alongside.
Wait, is this the
Ferrari,
this is the one where he crashes into him, isn't it?
Get away from turn 2, and he is wheel to wheel with DRS down towards
yeah, I'm pretty
turn
sure this
3.
is the one where Vettel
Verstappen
crashes into the back
moves
of
up
him.
into 3rd place. It was tight, but he's managed to squeeze that Red Bull through and ahead of the Ferrari. Sebastian Vettel down to 4th as they retire from this
Daniel
race.
Ricciardo, no.
And retiring from the race is Romain Grosjean. This time last year, the wheels came off.
Australia seems like a horrible race for the cars. So far in this, what we've seen, Carlos Sainz gone in the McLaren. Nonetheless, I didn't even realize he drove for McLaren. Super sick. Daniel Ricciardo for Renault. There goes Grosjean. Like, the cars are just retiring left, right, and center.
For Haas after their pit stop, that looks like another mechanical failure, another mechanical problem. Grosjean retires from the Australian Grand Prix, actually for the 3rd year in a row.
Oh my goodness.
Now, that front right there, Martin.
The left's not on properly. Look,
Yeah, the left's not on.
They remember they had.
And it's another tire
putting
issue.
The front wheel on.
Jesus.
Front suspension's broken.
For Danny Kvyat, he's lost a massive chunk as he went down the inside and went in way too quickly.
Curiously, the front tyres weren't really long. He didn't want to flat spot them, but there we go. So it's the lunge.
So, Valtteri Bottas is going for the fastest lap once again. Max Verstappen holds it at the moment. Pierre Gasly can't get past the Toro Rosso of Danny Kvyat. Crucially, Verstappen is now within DRS range of Lewis Hamilton if he can complete the lap with the pace he's going at the moment. Hulkenberg from Raikkonen, from Lance Stroll, 7th, 8th and 9th, and a really tight epic battle in the midfield and for the lower points places, as well as Bottas does get the new fastest lap, and we set the final start.
Oh, so
lap
Bottas is going to win the
of
Australian
this
GP.
race.
Okay, that's very interesting.
He's refreshed himself over the winter after a disappointing end to the campaign. He got 7 second places during the course of 2018, but when he sees the checkered flag, he knows that he's the #1 in Albert Park today. It's Valtteri Bottas who wins.
Okay, you know what? I can appreciate that. Bottas getting a win.
Wins it by a distance. Lewis Hamilton battling away with Max Verstappen for second place. That scrap is still going on as they reach the penultimate corner. Sebastian Vettel.
Go Hamilton, Verstappen. Oh yeah, Lewis Hamilton's hanging on to that. He's hanging on to
We'll
that.
see Hamilton cross the line as once again from pole position, it's only second for the 4th consecutive year. Hamilton finishes runner-up in Australia.
So Lewis
And
Hamilton
Max
gets no
Verstappen,
luck
for
at the
first
Australian
time
GP.
ever, will stand on the podium at Albert Park. What a day for Mercedes.
So these were the days of Mercedes dominating races. Okay. That's extremely lame. Bottas and Hamilton 1 and 2.
It's a day for Bottas.
Well done, Valtteri. You won the 2019 Australian Grand Prix. Great job, bravo.
How about that? Yeah! Thank you, guys.
Well, that's payback from last year, Valtteri.
Vettel Leclerc competing in the top 5. Kevin Magnussen, by the way, didn't have any finishes here since 2016. Came home 6th place for Haas, ahead of Nico Hulkenberg. Kimi Raikkonen, points for Alfa Romeo. Lance Stroll, points for Racing Point as well, from 16th on the grid. And Danny Kvyat holding off Pierre Gasly to finish 10th. But for Mercedes, they were worried going into this race. They genuinely didn't believe that they had the pace after qualifying, but it's kind of borne fruit that on this track in particular, they did something.
Okay, you know what? Fair play to them. Fair play to Mercedes. Honestly, guys, this year it's going to be Ferrari's turn. I just have that feeling. Ferrari are going to go 1-2 at the Australian GP. This is my early prediction for that. But obviously, I could be wrong. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Please let me know stuff on the Australian GP, whether it's like course related or like fun facts, or like if you guys think it's like your favorite race, anything that I could know, let me know it down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.